Hello everyone, Lemon76 of Wonder Dad Gaming. Got a pretty good special one today. As you can see here, I actually got my hands on a new Xbox. So we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing today. We're also going to show off the new Blue Shock controller. So we're going to do an unboxing on both of these. Now do stay tuned for the next video, which I will be doing a series of tests on my ultra-wide monitor, because this is a 200 hertz ultra-wide, which actually does handle up to 165 hertz on an HDMI. So we will be actually testing higher frame rates with this guy. I mean, it won't be 4K 120, but we will be able to do 1080p 120 with this guy. So do stay tuned. Basically, it's going to answer the question, how well does this Xbox work with a high performance gaming monitor? Ultra wide too, so that should be pretty interesting. But let's get to what we're here for. Now, I did get lucky the other day. GameStop was doing a promotion where they're doing the All Access, the Xbox All Access plan. I got lucky enough and I got in, so that's how I got one of these. I didn't buy it from a scalper or do anything like that, and I'm not gonna scalp this at all, because part of the Xbox All Access plan is you pay $35 a month, and for 2 years it gives you the console and Game Pass Ultimate for all that. So it's a pretty good deal, because if you figure it out, actually you do save a little bit of money than buying one of these straight out and then paying for Game Pass Ultimate. So you do need a little bit of decent credit to actually get that plan, but it's kind of a nice way to get it without having to pay all at once. So I say let's get into the unboxing. So as you can see here, the seals are still on it, so I have not opened this at all yet. So I'm gonna pull this tab, and we will do a close-up too once I get this all taken apart, so you guys can actually get like a good close-up look at the I/O, the front of it, the back of it, and also we're gonna look a good close look at the controller. So let me get these pulled off here. So yeah, I was pretty fortunate to get my hands on one of these. So there we go. So before we get opening up, we'll do a quick around on the Xbox. So we got here Xbox Series X, 1 terabyte, Velocity architecture. On the side we got, it talks about the chip and all that stuff, more information. Picture of it on this side, and of course the Halo Infinite that is not out yet, of course. I was looking forward to that coming out on the system when this launched, but hopefully the game they come out with is going to be better than the demo they showed. So we'll wait and see. So let's go ahead and get this puppy open. And I'll go to the side so I won't be completely showing it only to myself. See how this opens here real quick. I'm not that great at unboxing. If you want great unboxing experience, go to Unbox Therapy. He does amazing work. Oh, there's my problem. 2 more pads up here. So, hey, like I said, I have not opened this at all. So, let's see. Serial numbers, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Now, if you are still searching for a new Xbox, good luck. I mean, I know it's hard out there, but please, 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 no matter how desperate you are to get a new Xbox, don't buy it from a scalper. It only makes their stuff, what they're doing, justified. If you have to, just be patient. I mean, nobody needs to go out and get one of these. I definitely wanted one, but I didn't need to go out and get this. So please, don't support the scalpers. It's pretty horrible, especially with some of the things they're pulling. Like on the one that just happened the other day, which I heard about, which is the photo thing they're doing on eBay, where you buy your this PlayStation and all they sent you was a photo, because very tiny hidden in the description that says this is only a photo. So if you can do it, just wait until you either buy one online from a reputable actual dealer, like Best Buy, Newegg, Amazon, if you can find it there. Just don't give credit to these scalpers. They don't need it. And I'm sorry if If you're watching this video and you're somebody who bought one of these or a PlayStation and you turned around and sold for $1,200, Yeah, you can just go ahead and leave the video now. I'm sorry, I have no respect for people who do that. So, anyways, let's get back to what I get off my soapbox, and we'll get back to this. So let's go ahead and open this up. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, this is really not a giant console from the pictures that you saw. It's actually kind of small. Do I have anything? Well, here's my glasses that you see me wear. So that shows you how big this console is. It's really not that big of a console. Like, the pictures when you first saw it, like on the Game Awards, made this thing look gigantic. So, alright, let's go ahead and take this out of here. I'll spin this around. And I do gotta admit, the presentation of this is really nice. How you open it up, it really shows you the console. So, but I won't lie, this thing is got some weight to it. Like, it is not a light machine at all. I believe it's 12 pounds as one of these things weigh. So we're gonna set this guy over here, and we will go through the accessories. So what do you get in the box? So right underneath the right underneath, you can see, got a nice little thing right here. So we pull that out, it just pulls right up. There's a nice little handle on it. So it's a quick start guide. Shows you about the ports, downloading the app so you can set this up, putting the batteries in the controller, and of course, how to sync. So most of us already know how to do that. It's pretty simple. So we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up right here. This is our accessory pack. So what do we got here? First thing we're gonna pull out is our manual of certifications and hazards and warnings and blah 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 in 50 different languages, which nobody ever reads. But hey, if you're one of those guys who reads it, there, we got some material. So we got a power cord, very similar to the one that's on the Xbox One X. Of course, this is using an internal power supply, so no more need for the brick. So we'll put that there. What else we got in here? This is our HDMI new cable, ultra high speed cable. This is a 2.1 cable. So this is, so if you do have the very few TVs that can handle, like the new LG OLEDs and those guys that can handle that 4K 120, this cable will be able to run that. So that is nice to have in the box. It actually is a really nice cable. That is very nice. Okay, next over here. Ooh, come on, come here. Don't find me. Ah, the new controller. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Nice little package that comes with it. Doesn't look like, yeah, that's about it. Yep, after that, there's not much in there. So, put that back in there, put it back in there. Set this down. All right, shut this. Now, yes, I am definitely one of those guys that keeps my boxes. To the chagrin of my wife, who doesn't like the fact that I keep all the boxes. But I have a habit. I don't know why, but I just keep my boxes. Heck, I even have the box from my original Xbox One, which I shouldn't have because I sold it. But anyways, back to what I'm going to do. All right. Set this over here. Okay. We'll get to that guy in a second. Don't worry. We're just going to go through the controller real fast because it's right here. And I will grab another controller to kind of give you guys perspective and size and all that fun stuff. Open this guy up. Okay. Now, of course, these don't have an internal battery like PlayStation controllers. They have battery door for AA batteries, but with your $500 console, you get some Duracell batteries. So you don't have to worry about having to go scrummage batteries out of your remote in your living room. They do come with batteries. So right here, not for individual sale, which is typical. I mean, not gonna put those in there. That side too. Okay, so let's go over this guy real quick. Wow, actually, first thing I notice, like I said, this is the first time I grab a hold of these, is the texture. There's a lot of good texture in this grip. Feels really nice. That same texture is in the triggers. Those feel a bit different than the old ones. A lot more tactile. Face buttons feel the same. So of course you got, it's pretty much very similar to the other one. There's texture along the sides of each of the controllers, which is actually really nice. It kind of reminds me of my PowerA controller I have, and that same texture is here on the triggers. There's a little bit of that texture too on the shoulder buttons, but I don't think you'll ever actually notice it. Now it is Type-C here in the front, so if you get that that Play and Charge pack, it will be a Type-C cable now. To do, of course, the new share button right here in the middle to actually share content, do that stuff. The new D-pad, which is actually pretty nice. This reminds me of the Elite controller, which actually, that does feel pretty good. Stick tension feels about the same as the Xbox One, even though everyone considers the gold standard as the Xbox 360. Okay, so that's that. Don't worry, we will do an up close of this, and we'll do an up close of this guy, but real quick, we're just going to look at this guy. We'll do one more unboxing, and then we'll do the up close. We'll cut, we'll cut from this shot, bring you in closer, then we'll do the up close of the controllers, and of course the new Xbox. But like I said, we do have the next video that I will be dropping. Instead of I will be doing the announcement video for the next giveaway, but the next actual review video I will be doing will be on this on an ultra-wide monitor. So do stay tuned for that. If you do like the video, please leave a like. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, consider subscribing. Okay, so same little kind of like pad thing here. Now, one thing I do like that Xbox is doing, or Microsoft is doing, is they're putting these easy pull tabs for the removal. That was like on the box. They're even on this one. So you don't have to go find a knife and all that stuff. Actually makes it kind of nice. I don't pull out the razor and all that stuff. So I'm going to open that up. Very nice presentation. Very similar to the other Xbox controllers, like how they're packaged and all that stuff. But this is the Shock Blue version of this controller. As you see right underneath it, it does come with batteries. Now, I did pick this up on the Cyber Monday deal that they have going on. Well, did have going on, because by the time this video goes live, that's already gone. It was $40 at Walmart. I know Best Buy had the same controller, but they wanted $45. So I went with Walmart because, hey, let me save $5. Okay, so very similar, of course, construction. Has a white back, blue front, blue buttons. Pretty much, honestly, it's the same controller as this guy. It's just this really nice blue color, and I like the color. I like the blue and the white. Yeah, it does feel really good in the hand. Let me grab real quick. Let me grab my PowerA controller, which is very similar to a Pro controller. Alright. This is PowerA Fusion Pro controller. This is very similar to a regular size. Well, it's actually about the same size as an Xbox Elite controller. This is a wired controller. If you're looking for a really nice wired pro style controller, I would definitely recommend this guy. It's a really good controller. So anyways, so we're going to do size comparison real fast. So this guy, I'm going to use the blue one because it shows better on the screen. So there is a little bit of a size difference between the two. This one is narrower near the top, which is supposed to be more comfortable for more players, where this is a much larger controller. Now, weight-wise, this is, of course, definitely heavier, but this is a Pro controller. Of course, it's going to be heavier. Trigger-wise, a little about the same. Like I said, there's more texture on this one. This one's a lot easier to hold. This does have texture, but it's not as aggressive. This is almost like a... It's almost like a fine sandpaper grit almost feeling to it. So I know this is going to be hold, but we'll do some long-term reviewing with this guy and see how well this holds up compared to this guy. I've had this guy about a year and still runs great. Like I said, if you're interested, I will have a link for this in the description below. Like I said, this is the PowerA Fusion Pro controller. Like I said, really good controller, but we're not here to review that today. Let's get back to the Xbox. I know this video is a little long, but bear with me. Like I said, this is my first time getting to see this, so I don't have anything like set up, prepped, or anything like that. It's kind of like a raw experience. Okay, I can feel the base there, so let's go that way. Save that, or probably not going to save that. We're probably going to throw it away. But the box I'm going to save, because that's what I do, and my wife will hate it. And honestly, if you're out there and you're one of those type of people who keeps the boxes, leave a like in the comments. You know, tell me that you're one of those people or not. A couple people, guys I work with, they're like that. So, all right. Like I said, this thing's got some heft to it. Like, it is not a light unit. But, I mean, it's actually kind of deceptively heavy. So, let me spin this around. There she is. Xbox button. Nice little tactile feel to it. And you got your USB. Let me get these guys out of the way real quick so you guys can see that. USB, sync button. Sync button's actually a little nicer than the old ones. Alright, I will tilt this down so you guys can see the green. So those are those green that just green paint they put in there. A lot of people thought when these first came out that was actually going to be lights. I wish it would have been. I think that would have been really cool. But no, it's just green paint. So, you see, there's not much going on the sides. It's just flat. But here on the back, here's where the magic happens. Now, this port right here, you see up here at the top, this is actually in case you have this in an area where the top is plugged or doesn't have as good airflow. This will let hot air escape out there so this thing won't overheat. Like I said, my next review video, we're going to be, like I said, a little bit more testing and really find out, like, how well this thing stays cool, how quiet it is, and all that stuff. Like I said, today's just kind of an unboxing. So, okay, what we got down here? So, we got our expansion slot. So, that memory card that they do have out right now, which is $220. A little expensive, but, you know, okay. That one's out right now. That goes right in here. They did say that they're going to be coming out with new companies. They're going to be bringing out more SSDs, you know. So hopefully the price of those drops, because right now, that's a bit hard to swallow. So we got 2 USBs, and we got our LAN port right here. Got our HDMI and our power. So there's not a whole lot going on back here. There's not like a lot of like USB and stuff. But here's some more venting right there. We'll also check out the bottom. So you can see here, there's venting around the bottom. There's actually a rubber ring that sits right here. So when you have this, you know, all set up, this thing, yeah, so as you can see, it moves my desk more than it moves. And there is rubber feet on the side. So here's what it looks like when it's on the side. Now, if you do it, and there actually is an Xbox logo up here on top. Now, if you do get one of these and you want to go from tower to landscape, shut it off, especially if you have a disc. I mean, yes, you can do it when it's running without it, as long as there's no disc in it, because trust me, learn from the old Xbox days, don't try to move this with a disc inside of it. Please don't. Just safer than sorry. I mean, I know they say they fixed it over the years, but just be safer not to. So, I'm going to bring the camera closer, and we'll take a closer look at all this stuff up here. And so, give me a second. We'll be right back. An up close of the Xbox. Now, this is actually the second time I had to record this because apparently my first file got messed up. So, let's move these guys out of the way, and we'll go over the Xbox first. Okay, so we got up here, you got your power button right here, got your sync button here, front USB part, and there's of course your disk drive and your eject button. Now we get a closer look at that paint on the inside. As you can see here, there's that green paint, which, like I said, when they first showed off the system back at the Game Awards, people thought those were LEDs, but no, it's just paint. It does look cool. I actually do enjoy looking at it. So, all right, as you see, not much here. Xbox logo on this side. Now on this side here, you got 4 rubber feet. So if you do want to run this in a landscape configuration, like so, you can. So it's not sitting on hard plastic. And also, let's take a look at the bottom real quick. See here, there is a rubber ring right here. So when this is on a table, it really doesn't go anywhere. And of course, extra venting. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the back. I will lie, this thing's chunky. It's got some weight to it. I mean, size-wise, it's not too big, but it is a heavy boy. Okay, so up here, right here, we'll start from the top. This is a vent, and what this does is, in case something blocks right here or is restricting any airflow, this has a spot for heat to exhaust, so it doesn't build up and overheat your system. Of course, we've got dual venting down here, so more air can be pulled in. Okay, so let's look at start here. This is our expansion slot. So if you have the SanDisk, I believe it's SanDisk. No, it's Seagate. Sorry, my bad. The new expansion card, the 1 terabyte one, that would slot right in here. There is hopefully going to be some new ones that are going to come out soon. So hopefully that price will drop, because right now $220, a little hard to swallow. HDMI port, which is a 2.1 HDMI port, which will support 8K. It'll also support 4K at 120 hertz. So if your TV does support 2.1 HDMI, you can use this to its full potential. There's your insert for your power, LAN port, and 2 more USB ports. Now, and also one last thing is your little Kensington lock right there. So, that's I usually see that only really used by like companies that get these and they want them as display, but they don't want anybody being able to take them. So that's usually the only time I see those. I mean, if you're somebody who uses Kensington lock, good for you. I don't. So, okay. So now we got that looked at. We'll look at the controllers. So set this guy back. My little PC is in my backdrop. Okay, so this one right here, this is the one that comes with the system. It's all blacked out. It's kind of a matte finish. It's pretty standard. Open up the battery tray. You got your 2 for your AA batteries. It does come with a set of AA batteries, so you're good to go right out of the box. Pretty nice triggers. The shoulder buttons are a little different than they used to be. They're more like a clicky, where before they were more like a lever style, so that's really nice. There is texturing along the grip here and actually on the triggers themselves. So, and of course here's your, what is that? Can't remember what they call this button. Basically start and select. That's how I always know it as. And of course the new button here is your share button, which you can do screen captures, you can do video recording and all that stuff with this button. Now you can actually remap this button in the settings if you want to. And of course the new D-pad, which is like the old, Elite controllers D-pad, which actually, I won't lie, I'm actually starting to really like this. Now these are very clicky buttons, where these are your typical membrane switches, which are a little more mushy, but that's normal. So, of course, now let's look at the other controllers available, because right now there is 3 controllers available for the Series X, the actual Series X controller. There's the white one, which is Robot White. This is Blue Shock, and then there's, of course, just the straight black one. So, now the buttons are this nice little blue, but you do have your indicator of the colors on the inside. Very similar to a lot of the other colored controllers that they had before. Little blue accents here. Now instead of black on the back, I actually went with a white finish, which I do think is actually kind of nice. Now this one I do actually have the batteries in right now, because I've been trying this one out, and so that's what it looks like with the batteries in it. Let's snap that back. Now one thing I didn't show on this one, which is on both, is right here. If you do have the Xbox adapter that has the keypad, or the headphone adapter, which with the mute button and all that stuff, that will plug into here. So you can bring that accessory forward. And also, of course, you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack if you don't want to use that at all and just want to plug right into the controller. So that is a little close-up of that. So let me bring this, now we'll bring this back up to me to let me finish this off, and then we'll end the video. Okay, now we're back. We're going to go ahead and just go over real quick everything we did. So we did the unboxing, we did the up close, so you guys can see everything that's about it. Now do stay tuned, because the next video I do have coming out will actually be reviewing the Xbox and how well it works on this ultra-wide monitor we have right here. This one does up to 200 hertz. And on HDMI side, it can do 1080p up to 165 hertz. So we can actually try out the 120 frames per second in games like Call of Duty. What else is in there? Gears of War, that's another one. And of course, Ori Will of the Wisps. Those can all be ran at 120 hertz. Now, of course, it's not 4K, but we are going to be just doing the 1080p, because on a monitor, 1080p looks better. I mean, 4K monitors at 120 hertz are stupid expensive right now. So, and honestly, at this distance, 4K doesn't look much better than 1080p. I mean, 1440 maybe, but I'm running a 1080p monitor. So, like I said, the next video that you'll see for the Xbox will be, like I said, after trying it out, running it on this. Now, I did do a little preliminary testing first on this. Actually, I won't lie, it's pretty nice. But I will do more in-depth actual trials with this, which I'll put some videos together and stuff, some B-roll and things like that, which I'll have on the next video to show you guys how well the new system runs, running 120 hertz. Does it get super hot? Does it get loud? All these questions will be answered. And actually, how well does it run on a monitor? So, because there's not too many videos out there that talk about how well these run on gaming monitors, especially an ultra-wide monitor. Now, I have seen videos where they're gaming on just a standard 27-inch or 24-inch monitor, and it looks good, but how does it look on an ultra-wide? Because some people have the ultra-wide, and they're interested in this system because, honestly, a lot of things this system can do can actually beat my gaming PC I have right here. So, I will try to answer those questions in the next video. If you guys have any questions about this, about my unboxing, about the up close or anything like that, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. Like I said, also here soon we do have another Amazon gift card giveaway coming up. I'll be the first full week of December it'll start, so stay tuned for that video. That should drop really soon, probably tomorrow. I'll probably start that video and that sweepstakes will start. Anyways, I am Lemon76 of Wonder Dad Gaming. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're interested in checking out my streams, please do check them out. I play all kinds of games on those. And also, I always have my chats up and running when I'm doing my streams. So I'm more than happy to talk with you guys about anything that's on your mind. Granted, of course, some games I'm playing are competitive multiplayer. So most of the time I can answer a lot of the questions when I'm on, like, in between rounds or something like that. But hey, if you also want to game with me, my gamer tag is usually on my stream. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Well, again, I'm Lemon76 of Wonder Dad Gaming. Thank you for joining me this evening for this lovely unboxing, so I'm going to go and put this thing through its paces. It'll be a lot of fun. So, have a great night. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.